You are members of a very special class. Your class was the first group of 5th grade students to make a promise to succeed as you moved on to middle school. The promise was only one small sign of a culture that was established as school district representatives worked to meet their mission of guaranteeing that each student graduates ready to pursue the next phase of life.
Dr. Martha Bruckner spent a decade making a bold difference in Council Bluffs Community School District, a superintendent and lifelong educator who encouraged both teachers and students to believe.
So 1 mole of carbon dioxide.
What we're doing in schools is trying to help children have the best future they can possibly have. Our job is to help kids believe in themselves and believe that they can be important contributing citizens.
She brought in an opportunity for students to see themselves as high school graduates, a vision for a child to see him or herself as anything they really wanted to be.
Visualization for Martha began while growing up. The oldest of 5 children, her parents, the Honorable John T. and Mary Ann Grant, her father, a Nebraska Supreme Court Justice.
I still remember times when he would show me articles in the newspaper about some teenager that did something wrong, and he said, "Martha, don't give them cheap shots." People in Council Bluffs schools will smile at that recollection because when I came to Council Bluffs, I told him the story about my father saying, don't give him cheap shots, and translated, don't do dumb things.
Becoming the Council Bluffs School District Superintendent in 2007, her leadership motivated students and staff to avoid giving them cheap shots and defy gravity instead.
Which says we have to do better than we think we can. We have to break loose of the things that hold us down. In the summer before I started the job, I found out that Council Bluffs schools had the lowest graduation rate in the state of Iowa, and that came to me as a surprise. We started looking at information about our school district and sending the message about this isn't okay. We have to do better. We can do better. We had about 10 years in a row when the graduation went up. It went up 20% in 10 years, from about 68% to about 88%.
She was everywhere. You know, you'd see her in the kindergarten class, she'd be at the 5th grade class, the 6th grade class. She made sure that they understood that graduation was an important part of their life.
She was really the dynamic leader who drove our All-American City application, and that really encompassed reading at the school level. All of these things add up to a better performance by the school district in every aspect.
Dr. Bruckner's mission was to escalate and elevate and to make sure that every student had the tools that they needed, whether that would be in a classroom environment or at a sports facility where she helped with the Wickersham development of the complex. She made sure that all of our students had everything that they needed to be successful in the district.
Dr. Bruckner was also instrumental in pushing for significant physical improvements in the district.
She had an idea that our facilities were not at the standard that our children should see in Council Bluffs when they come to school each day. And as they were trying to figure out how to decide where to start, we said, Martha, buy some land and put up a sign. And then she did. And that's where College View Elementary is right now. And we built 2 schools, 2 brand new schools, the first time in maybe 50 years.
Named Iowa Superintendent of the Year in 2015, her plans to enter retirement in 2017 were delayed by yet another invitation to serve and make a difference in children's lives.
Was invited by several people to apply to become the executive director of a changing Metropolitan Omaha Education Consortium, MOEC. It's great work, trying really hard to help each other be the best we can so that our Omaha Council Bluffs community can guarantee that the students that go through our public schools have the best chance possible to be successful and then thereafter to in turn contribute to their communities.
The latest challenge in a career defined by doing better and defying gravity, elevated by the love and support of her family. The wind beneath her wings, Bob Bruckner, her husband of almost 30 years, passed away in May. They had 4 sons between them and 10 grandchildren. He is missed as we celebrate Dr. Bruckner's achievements.
People that I worked with in education, I hope that all of those people realized that I cared about them. Even if I was tough, I cared about them. And that I had the belief that together we could make things better.
We all know that the future rests in your heads, in your hands, and in your hearts. I'm confident you will do a tremendous job. I look forward to hearing wonderful things about the class of 2016. Defy gravity. Best wishes.
For inspiring students to do more as a teacher, principal, and superintendent, for channeling expertise, compassion, and vision into a stronger future for our kids and community. Please congratulate Dr. Martha Bruckner as the education recipient for the 2020-21 Mercy Heritage Awards.